Mr. Truck here. I'm at the Canyon, Colorado media launch out here in Del Mar, California, right next to the ocean. I'm here with the chief engineer, Anita Burke. Hey.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, good. Now tell me all about this. This is your baby. You're the chief engineer. You're in charge of everything.
Yep.
Okay.
I've got a fantastic supporting team that we've put all the attention to detail to make sure we're delivering the mid-size truck that the customer not only expects but deserves.
Great. Well, how did it got skipped 2 years? What happened? Why did you get dropped?
Well, we wanted to make sure that we were really going to deliver the truck that the customer wanted and deserved, right? So we took the time to make sure that we did just that. And what you'll see here is that attention to detail. What we really did is we knew that this mid-size truck driver, the segment here was long orphaned, long abandoned, long neglected. It really wasn't a choice for the customer. So that customer was either forced into something larger with more capability than they needed, or they were forced into a crossover or a passenger car. The mid-size truck driver not only uses their trucks for fun and play and work, but they use it for everyday commuting. So we really focused on what this truck was exceptional fuel economy. They use it for everyday driving. Fuel economy was paramount. So every design decision, from the exterior design to the materials we chose to the technologies we included, we kept that in mind. Because they also use it for all those activities in their lifestyles, we wanted to make sure we were going to deliver an interior that was quiet and refined with all the connectivity that's part of our everyday life these days. And finally, it's a truck, which just makes my heart sing, and we wanted to make sure it had that capability of the truck. So we wanted to ensure that we're going to deliver the payload capability and trailering capability with a highly functional pickup box behind it.
Well, that's good. I know there's a market for this. I mean, I've had a lot of mini trucks. They called them minis in the old days. Now they're mid-size because they have grown up.
Yes, they
and
have.
this is very roomy. I mean, I'm a big guy and I fit in here fine. But yeah, I think this is definitely a place for this. There's a lot of people that don't want the big truck. And this
don't need it.
Yeah, this is a miniaturized big truck, but you got the frame, you got everything on here. Now, is there much aluminum on this?
We are first to segment with aluminum hoods as an example. Both our Canyon and our Colorado have aluminum hoods. We also have a single prop that's made of aluminum. We have aluminum knuckles, just to name a couple counterparts that we're utilizing materials that not only deliver the performance but for mass efficiency. We use high density steels with a fully boxed frame that gives the capability to deliver that solid foundation that's required for a truck.
Cool. Is this a fuel filter? I haven't figured out what this box is.
It is.
Looks like pressure lines coming in.
Yeah, it's our fuel
filter. It's a big fuel filter.
Fuel pump.
And I think you said that you now use Dana axles?
We do. We have Dana axles that we utilize on this truck. We've got two axle ratios, a 410 and a 342.
Okay. Cool. And then the, I guess on the manual transmission, which is with the 4-cylinder.
That's correct.
That's an Eaton transmission.
That is.
So you've got all the big boy products on your truck too, so
yes, we do.
That's good. That's good. Nothing cheap here. No, it's a nice size. I've driven it. It fits me fine in the front. I mean, the back seat's fine. I'm glad it has a 6'2" available bed.
Yes. Two boxes with our crew cab. So as you mentioned, we have two cab styles, a crew cab as well as an extended cab. Our crew cab comes in two wheelbases, one with a 5' 2" box and another with 6' 2" box, and our extended cab comes with that 6' box.
Well, that's good. Then it's useful. You know,
absolutely. It gives you more than what you need to do to get this job done.
Yeah, and then this is the size truck you can take to the mall and park. There's so many places you can go. I can't take my dually or even my heavy duty anywhere.
That's another thing that this customer was looking for, is the parkability, the garageability, the maneuverability in all situations, with and without a trailer.
Yeah, 7,000 pound capacity on the V6. That's good enough. That's a 2-horse trailer.
It'll get the job done.
Yeah, that's great. great. Alrighty, now I'm just going to have you point out a few other things that I'm missing, because I always miss something, so I'll let you do that.
Okay, as I mentioned earlier, fuel economy was a key characteristic that we really took a lot of attention to on this vehicle. We spent hours in our aero tunnel to ensure that we not only delivered exceptional differentiation and fantastic designs for both the Colorado and the Canyon, but they also gave the aero performance for a fuel economy that the customer was expecting. When we looked at everything from the hood to fender to fascia to the headlamps, we took all that into consideration, including the execution of an air dam that also is a key enabler for it. We're also first to segment with the technology in mid-size trucks with aero shutters. What those allow us to do is, as the engine requires cooling, those remain open. When it's not required, they're closed, delivering some great fuel efficiency. As we move back here, we could look at some other first to segment technologies. We're using electronic rack and pinion steering on this vehicle, again first to segment. And what that allows is exceptional ride and handling characteristics and feel to the driver as they hang onto that steering wheel, but it also delivers fuel efficiency for the customer as well. The other characteristic, as I mentioned earlier, is the quiet refinement in our interior cabin. We're first to segment with hydraulic engine mounts, and what that allows is to really provide exceptional isolation from that powertrain to the interior of the cabin. As we move through here, we have aluminum knuckles and 4-wheel disc brakes that provide exceptional brake feel and stopping distance. And we also are utilizing Duralife on our rotors, same technology that we're utilizing on our full-size truck, which doubles the life of those rotors. The other first to segment with our GMC Canyon is that it has an AutoTrack T-case. And what that means is that while you're in this setting, the clutches of our T-case are ready at the weight, and when the wheel slippages in the circumstances required, it will engage into 4-wheel drive. So you do have the low setting, 2-wheel drive, and AutoTrack setting within our GMC Canyon.
Awesome.
In our Z71 Colorado with our Z71 package, you also have our hill descent feature, standard with that, our electronic locking diff, and you'll have a great demonstration of those features on the little off-road, getting dirt on these tires, and you can see how fantastic those features work.
Good. I'd see this one doesn't have a skid plate, so that's just
Our Z71 feature has an additional skid plate that protects this transfer case.
Great.
Okay, looking at the rear part of our vehicle, we have some great things here as well. We have a full-size spare on our V6 engines. Every single truck has a trailer hitch available at 3,500 pounds. You can also option up to our 7,000 capability for our V6 with this Class 3 trailer hitch. Additional functionality of the Colorado and Canyon is that you'll see that we have the easy step bumper for easy access to that box. The midsize truck Colorado Canyon also is delivering an easy lift damped end gate. This really provides a great enhancement to our customer. This truck is on its side. What I want to demonstrate for you as I open it, demonstrating the structural integrity of this truck. This thing is solid, no twist, really delivers the performance that the customer is expecting. When you look inside, we have an optional spray and bed liner that delivers not only a fantastic aesthetic view, but also functionality. And what you also see here is a fantastic functionality of our box. We have 4 permanent tie downs and 5 on each side and 3 along the front of reconfigurable tie downs that you can do anything to meet your needs. So this truck is also capable of putting that piece of plywood in the bed by utilizing the nice easy notches on the wheel wells, and sits right on top there.
I'm driving the new GMC Canyon 2015. I'm here with Ken. You're going to have to help me with your name.
Bukowski.
There you go.
Ken Bukowski. Canyon Marketing Manager.
Marketing Manager.
Yep.
Awesome. So you know all about these puppies.
Oh yeah, we're looking at one of the best parts of the truck to look at, which is the interior. Talk a little bit about what's in front, right up here in the middle. We're driving around in an SLT trim level, which is our up-level trim, but you get the same features I'm going to talk about here on our SLE, which is the higher volume kind of mid-trim that we have. This material up here on our instrument panels is a durable, soft touch material, high quality stuff. It's got real stitching, live stitching in it, along the bottom and up along the top, and a lot of detail here. This is something that's exclusive to Canyon in the GM pickup lineup.
Is I supposed to turn somewhere here?
Nope, go ahead, go straight
okay.
through the series of stop signs, and then when we turn up to 101, we hang a left. right over here surrounding the center stack, if it looks like metal over here, it is real aluminum, just like it is on Big Brother Sierra, if you will. Also, the stuff on the steering wheel in front of you, Kent, that looks like metal is actually aluminum.
Oh, yeah, and the steering wheel, that's great.
Yep, nice and cool to the touch, even on a hot day. So that's real metal, just another premium material that's in Canyons. And nobody else in the segment has got this level of execution in the interior as far as we're concerned. In front of you is the 8-inch diagonal color touch radio screen. It is the largest screen in the segment right now. Lots of different displays in the home screen here. Your audio, your phone is through here. Nav, if you've got it, changing all your settings. Pandora, you can get your weather here, and OnStar, of course. So all kinds of displays work off of this screen. And you got a bunch of favorites you can set. You can move that favorites menu up and down, and you can set, I think, 4 or 5 different favorite menus here. And just use a swipe motion on the radio, just like you do on your iPad or your smartphone, something like that, to navigate all of this. Elsewhere on the center stack, you've got your radio controls just beneath that, and your HVAC controls down here. These particular models, we're going to hang a left over here.
Okay.
These models have auto AC, so that's what we're riding in right now. Very nice. And beneath that, on the center stack, we've got switch banks for a lot of features. The one on the right here is a segment exclusive safety feature. This is our control for lane departure warning.
Oh, that's cool.
Right here. So the light's on, it's enabled. So if you were to drift across these lines, you get a warning. So that can be on or off. Paired up with that is another segment first, which is forward collision alert. That control is on your steering wheel. So maybe we'll get a look at that one later. Show you how to operate that. So nobody else got this stuff. We're very happy to have it. It's very popular so far in initial dealer orders. The next button over is for your Chimzo light, the bed lighting, right over here. Your hazard flasher. This is for your StabiliTrak on and off. And the next one over here is for tow haul mode, which comes with all of our V6 models.
Yeah, I've got that on now. We're pulling this 4,500-pound boat.
And you got heated seats. You got the controls for the driver and the passenger on this vehicle at the very bottom of the center stack. And probably just out of camera right now, but we can talk about it. There's a USB port and an aux jack at the bottom of the center stack area. And on this trim, there is another USB port inside the center console, and there are 2 in the back for the rear seat passengers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and the 2 in the back are for charging only. The other 2 you can move data from your devices to the vehicle for displays or listening.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And this one has 4G wireless?
This one has 4G LTE. Our SLEs and our SLTs do. We operate that with a button up by the mirror over here. You can just
OnStar ready.
press that button through OnStar and ask for Wi-Fi settings.
Traffic report.
Picked up too much noise from us here.
I hope the camera caught all that, because that is awesome out there.
Over there, yeah.
OnStar ready.
Wi-Fi settings.
Wi-Fi settings. Please see the owner's manual for information about your Wi-Fi hotspot settings.
Yep, and you can see on the screen right now, there's the ID for the hotspot and the password. So you can take the password and enter it into your device, be it your iPad or your phone or whatever, and you can connect up to 7 devices to this vehicle.
Wow, 7.
Up to 50 feet away too. So
Wow.
yeah, if you use the vehicle at work and you're on a site and you got a number of folks you want to connect, that's handy. Or even at a picnic, somebody suggested. Keep everybody occupied.
That'd be great for a work truck. I mean, if you're going to use it for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do it all.
Yep, and it's all through OnStar, so it's real easy activation off the controls by the mirror.
Cancel. Returning to the main menu. OnStar ready.
And here we go.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Oh, she's got kind of a sexy voice.
She's got the OnStar voice. I don't know who she is, but she's been there for a long time. So.
Oh, that's awesome. This is, you know, I did like what you folks have talked about. The people who are coming here from, whether it's a luxury SUV or crossover, whatever it's from, they expect the better items, the better options, the more comfort and the connectivity. That's what it's all about too. So I can see where you're aiming this truck at, and that's good. That's good. That
we got a lot of stuff nobody else has got now. So give them a reason, I think, to look at our trucks no matter what they're driving.
Not everybody just hauls hay in the back. It's nice to have
not everybody does.
For everybody.
Not everybody does. But I'll tell you what, even if you're hauling hay, depending on how far you're hauling it, it'd be awfully comfortable to do it in this truck if you could, right?
And, you know, I've got motorcycles and 4-wheelers and all that stuff would fit in the back. I hook up to the horse trailer. This is This is something that would fit probably at least 60% of what I do.
Yeah, you know where else it would fit?
What's that?
Probably in your garage.
Yeah,
actually.
that's true. If I get my wife to move some of her stuff out of there, I might be able to try that.
There you go.
Sounds like
There
a
you
plan.
go. You might have a tough time, at least in my garage, which is a 1958 garage. You
that's
can't get a
probably
half ton in there.
Oh, really?
No, but you could get this in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bigger screen. It's probably the biggest screen in this segment too. And different from what Colorado has in it as well. So there's a number of material and content differences between Canyon and Colorado.
Well, does the Colorado have the aluminum metal?
They do not.
Okay.
And they don't have the soft touch instrument panel material.
Yeah, a lot of people ask that question, what's the difference between a Chevy and a GMC? And I always say, well, it's a style and it's a look, and there's a few more upgrades. And I think your option packages start a little higher than what the Chevy does generally.
All true. Yep. And in addition to that, there are a handful of things that are exclusive to Canyon and not available on Colorado, and that's part of us wanting to take that premium space in the midsize pickup segment. We talked about the interior materials and the driver information center. On the outside, all Canyons have standard projector headlamps.
Yes,
with the LED signature on them.
It's a good look. I mean, this looks so much like a full-size truck, and that's. I mean, some people want to differentiate it. I like the way this relates to the Big Brother. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that's good. Now, is this ever going to be offered in, say, a Denali option?
Is this?
Yeah.
That's not in the plans right now, but it's something everybody's been asking about. So the projector lamps are. Colorado gets projectors, but only on their upmost level trim. They don't get the LED signature that you get on Canyons.
Yeah.
Up front.
Yeah. Well, it's good to keep that separation.
Yeah.
Because,
Another feature on Canyon is Auto Track. That's exclusive to Canyon. Automatic transfer case.
Oh yeah. Now that's. So you still have high and low. So you've got both worlds, I guess. You got the all-wheel drive and the four-wheel drive.
Yep. And you can leave it in auto and just let it do it for you.
Yeah, a lot of people understand that because I guess that's probably like almost like normally if you didn't have the four-wheel drive part, you'd have a power divider, which would be the all-wheel drive, where basically that runs all the time.
They're obviously in the new Canyon. They're all like this. They include a multicolor driver information center down there. It's on one of the trip odometers now. But if you hit the button over here, on the right side of the steering wheel, you can see the display change to your menu, so you can look at all your vehicle info, audio, phone, nav, or just change settings. So for example, we went back to trip there, but if you go over to the menu, down to audio, press this, and you can get a radio display over there.
Cool.
Okay. So you can go back, go down to phone and nav, and you can go to settings, and you can go change from your unit measurement, US and metric. Just information pages, if we got anything, speed warning on or off is in here. A lot of different things you can control in the menus. So nav and phone, all kinds of stuff is right here.
That's
and
good.
the vehicle, we'll fill the trip odometer here, and from there you can keep going to the right, and you do your reset. You can also just do the reset with the steering wheel control. The check mark over here is what. Just if we want to take the trip, hit the check mark right there, and it zeroes the trip out.
Oh, cool.
And your average fuel economy starts all over again. Your odometer is always down there, and the compass on the left side.
It's a nice cluster. You can see what you really need to see.
Yeah, and the decision to just go with the up-level kind of cluster, if you will, lends itself to everything else. On the steering wheel on the left side, here's your cruise controls all over here, but this one right here is for the forward collision alert setting. So when I hit that button, the display will change in the driver information center. The collision alert display comes up down there, and you can keep your camera on it, and I'll keep changing it. And you can set the sensitivity or shut it off. So if you got it this far, it'll pick up vehicles further away from you, give you a warning if you're approaching them or if they've stopped or slammed on their brakes or something.
Right, and that plus along with this other button, what was that called?
This was lane departure warning.
Lane departure.
Right down here.
You get all that together, my goodness, it won't let you run into anybody.
I'll tell you what.
You're trying real hard, too.
Awfully handy, man. You don't realize how much you drift sometimes when you're traveling.
I know. I did a trip to Wyoming with one of these, with the full-size truck, and you get to going 100 miles between gas stations, and you end up daydreaming, and you drift on the lanes, and that told me every time I did that. I had no idea I was daydreaming that much, but it showed me what driving I was doing.
Yeah, you can be on an expressway, and the traffic's moving, and you're keeping an eye on somebody on your right, and all of a sudden somebody cuts in front of you and stops or slows down, and that forward collision alert's going to go off, and it's going to give you another split second to react for sure.
Yes, that's what you need.
Yeah,
thanks, Ken. You did good. It was fun.
All right.
I love the new Colorado Canyon.
Good. We like it.
This is the Z71 package, and it has the hill descent, and that works backwards or forwards. That's unique. I like that. That's cool.
Be an excellent demo for you here today.
Yeah, this is the Chevy Colorado with the Z71 package, and that means skid plates and different shocks, or
It's the same shocks.
Same shocks.
That we utilize throughout our packages. You'll be able to see the same exceptional off-road and on-road performance even in this demo. You do get a Goodyear 17-inch all-terrain tire with our Z71.
that's a little wider tire.
It's a 255/65 R17 tire, all-terrain, Goodyear.
Okay, a little bigger footprint, a little better for sand, I suppose.
A little bit more aggressive
mud.
tread. Gives great not only on-the-road performance, but also mud, dirt, snow, all the trail activity you can want.
Cool. So this package is the all-terrain package on the Canyon.
That's correct. So
Okay.
our GMC Canyon will have an all-terrain package. It will have those same features, as well as a slightly different interior. You'll still have the soft touch materials of the Canyon with a red stitching throughout on the IP as well as the seating.
Okay, so there's stitching is different between the two.
On the Canyon, yes. Between
Okay.
for example, the SLT and the all-terrain, the red stitching is on the all-terrain.
Oh wow! I guess I got to get inside that one and take a picture.
You'll love it.
I didn't see that. Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
It's a different seat as well as seat trim, as well as different stitching. You have also the all-terrain emblem on the seat backs.
Okay. Hill Assist is active. Now, how did it know I wanted that on? Did you touch that?
This is Hill
button?
Assist. That's that's automatic. This is Hill Descent.
Oh, so
Hill Assist is because you're sitting on a slight angle
Oh, I
and you're in
noticed
drive.
that.
So it's a
That's cool.
fantastic feature, especially with the trailer behind you, that when you have that, you don't get the rollback.
Well, this is awesome. I'm gonna do a little bit of fan so I don't die.
Are we still on 2-wheel drive, or did you go to 4?
No, that's the only thing I don't like is this. They're over here, and I don't know a headlight from a 4-wheel drive button.
There you go. So if you look at your DIC, you just got the four-wheel drive shift in progress. So it just told
so
you.
I'm 4-wheel drive low.
No, you're yeah,
If you want to go to low, you have to go to neutral.
neutral first.
Okay, because let me do that.
You want to go into low or do you want to go into four-wheel drive?
I want to go. Oh, you can't be both.
You can go. If you want to do 4 high or 4 low.
I want to do 4 low.
Yeah, so you have to
Go
go
into
to
neutral.
neutral to enable that.
Okay, and then I'll go over here and I'll switch this to 4 low. 4-wheel drive shift in progress. That will it say 4 low too? Besides stability
When the
track.
message clears and the light on the dial is solid, then you know you're in.
On your dial over there.
Yes.
And you should see 2
I see
telltales
Do you
illuminated.
see
Traction controls off and stability controls off. Right.
We know that when customers engage 4 low, that they're going to be getting into some.
And you see the ruts with that camera because those ruts are cool. Of course, the top one will see some of that too. But will this bottom out in the transfer case? I don't know how much
Nope.
clearance.
You're welcome
You're-
to.
So we have
in and out
15
the
inches
ruts.
of clearance, or what do we have? How much do we have before the transfer?
Got about 8
case?
inches.
8 inches.
But you're good to challenge the truck and pick a
Oh goodness.
difficult
I can't
line.
see anymore, so
Yeah, this is probably what, 15%?
probably. So I hope I'm getting good camera here because I'm having a hard time seeing.
So I can
at
let
this
it
angle.
walk up in low rain. Will it walk up by itself? Or do I have to give it some gas?
Probably have to give it a little gas. I don't think the idle speed's high enough to creep it up here.
Okay, so this is the end of our trails here.
Yeah, now tell me this. 4-wheel drive low, will one of them, because that turns off traction control, so actually 4-wheel drive high would give me better traction. Because I don't have traction control now, obviously.
Right. We anticipate that when a customer goes to 4 low, they're going to be in a rougher, more treacherous condition. And usually along with that, you want some wheel spin. You want to use that to your advantage. And rather than having the system get in the way and inhibit that, we just shut it down and take it out of the equation.
While
Likewise
it's in
for
low.
stability control.
Yeah, no
We
Toyota
know you're
did
going to
that,
be
you know,
tossing the
Yeah.
truck around. You're going to be getting all kinds of lateral inputs, and the steering wheel is going to be moving quite a bit as you pick your line. So it's better to not have stability active in that case as well.
Okay,
Now our competitors, when you go to some of them, when you go to 4 high, will do the same thing we do for 4 low. In other words, some of the competitors disable traction and stability.
right, that's usually what I see them. They all come off.
Now, when you think about that, you're doing the customer a disservice. A lot of people are going to use 4-wheel drive for inclement weather, right?
Right.
Now, do you really want to have an inexperienced driver throw it in a 4-wheel drive to run to the store or school or wherever they're going and not have the benefit of stability control working for them?
Well, yeah, you definitely don't want to take it off at higher speeds or high 4-wheel drive high.
But that's exactly what some competitors do.
They take it off on regular 4-wheel
As
drive.
soon as 4-wheel drive is engaged,
It goes
they
off.
take away all of your additional chassis control systems.
I'll be darned. Now, does the hill descent and hill climb, will that work in 4 high and 4 low?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Because 4 low, it should just barely walk down. Because it's different gear ratio. So if it works the same, then 4 low would be barely moving.
In theory, you would have
Okay, let's try that.
torque multiplication and engine braking.
Yeah, we'll put it in reverse. Man, I love this. This is what I got to really get.
You
is
want a picture of the-
backup? Yeah.
you wanna
backup
hold it there?
camera. Let's see now. Does it? Oh yeah, look at that. It does that thing when you turn the steering wheel and it
Yep,
turns
so
your
you could
direction.
just pick your line and
I
go
could-
for
right
it.
up the side of the mountain, right there. Wow, cool.
Everyone who comes on the trip has to leave from the trip.
Is that right? Okay. Yeah. New rule, huh? Okay. I guess I got the mirrors. I can see which
So you just want this on the rear camera, right?
Yeah, I think that is cool. So I'm taking my foot off the brake, and we're going backwards. Wow, if this is the speed we are in low, 4-wheel high to high would be a lot faster, right? That'd be twice the speed.
Probably.
Because I would want this kind of control, this kind of speed is what I would want. Otherwise, going down this kind of a grade and hitting all the sagebrush and taking all the paint and decals off would be a little too aggressive. See, that's going pretty fast. My foot's not. What, you sure this thing's got hill descent?
You haven't enabled it.
Oh, I didn't push the button?
You did not push
Well,
through.
now
You
you
did
tell
it
me.
without it.
Okay.
See, now you got the DIC message
Uh-huh.
that says hill descent. Oh, you're in hill assist again.
That's hill climb?
That's hill start. So that's because
Okay.
you're on
Oh,
this
I see.
incline,
So,
you don't roll
okay.
backwards.
Yeah, show the camera that if you can reach that.
Trying to do that.
Yeah, see, oh, maybe you did that. Hill
I
descent.
think I got it.
Okay, that way it knows I'm sitting here waiting to go forward again.
So you won't do a roll back.
Now, do
Okay.
you see an additional telltale, a green one on the
There's something about
cluster now?
seat belts. I see the traction control off. I see the.
No, I don't see that.
I don't
Hang
see
on,
it.
hang on a second. Yeah.
Sure, I did something. Hill descent.
No, it's hill start. You got it. Hill start again.
I don't see it.
There it is. See it right there? Right on your tack?
Oh, on the tap.
On your-
Okay.
yep,
okay,
got
it's
it.
green. It's
So
something.
that,
going
think
there.
of that as being analogous to the cruise control going ready.
Okay, so
Okay.
now the cruise control is where we set it for the speed.
Right. You'll use the same set button. It'll be on the left-hand side of the wheel.
Okay.
So once you are moving at a speed that you want to maintain,
Okay.
you hit the set button, just like you do going down the highway. At which point, you pull your foot off of the brake pedal. The truck should maintain that speed. It's going to use
Okay.
the ABS modulator.
So now
And-
I go to the whatever speed I want and I hit set.
Do you cruise on? Do you turn the cruise on?
You don't turn.
You don't have to.
No, sorry.
You just hit.
doesn't matter.
Okay,
That's why I just want to show
hit
you
the
what
set
I
button.
didn't see it over there.
'Cause I
Yep.
didn't see anything happen. Okay, there's set.
There you go.
Okay, my foot's off the brake, so I can. How do I slow it down with plus or minus?
Correct.
Okay, so I want to go minus. I want to go slower than this.
There you
Okay,
go.
You see the telltale blinking now?
Yeah.
That means it's active.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad it's active because this is good because we were going way too fast at the time. That's good. I'm going
You
even
could
slower.
just barely hear the pump go.
Well, if that's what you're doing, then it wouldn't matter if it's in high or low range. If you can set it with that, you're going
Right.
to set the speed. So the ratio of the high and low is nothing. That's good. That's good. So you can't screw up no matter which set you're in. I like that. This is good. Going downhill. So we need to back up this hill and go down forward, don't we? Oh, this is good. I can go do rock climbing. Bushes I'm wiping out over here. I guess I should pay attention. to that.
We've pinstriped this truck already. It's all good.
Yeah, I like that. That is awesome. This could be
It's
fun to
very
play
quiet.
with.
And the The unique feature to our GM trucks that the competitors don't do, you can define what your descent speed is. The others have a predetermined speed,
Sure.
and that is it.
That's good. I like that.
So we give you a lot more flexibility and control over the vehicle.
So, do I have any special thing for hill climb for when I back up this hill?
No.
It's just me and how much
Throttle
I got.
modulation.
Okay. Let's see how I can back up going uphill. We're still in four-wheel drive.
Another neat feature about the hill descent control, just like when you use cruise control, if you hit the brakes, deactivate cruise for one reason or another, so long as you never turn the system off or the vehicle off, it's going to go right back to that same set point the next time you enable it, right?
Right.
The hill descent works the same way. So in theory, we should be able to just start driving down the hill and it should take over as if we never stopped. Even though we've changed directions, that set point is still there.
Really?
Set is still set.
That's good. That's good. Even no matter how many times I've tapped on the brakes or shifted
Right.
gears. Wow, that's remarkable.
Thank you.
Okay, we got it good.
Everything
Well, I
we
want to
got
slide
to
off
get.
the side here. It looks like, okay, we're there. Now, so I could just go forward and it'll know my speed, right? That's the theory. Okay.
And you'll see it. You'll see it start flashing. Look, Mom, no feet.
Well, it's not flashing. Does that mean it's still
It's
there?
still.
Right.
You're not
Okay.
into
We
it.
have-
You're not into the hill yet.
Oh, that's it. Really? This isn't enough of an angle,
Basically,
huh?
it's saying it doesn't need to initiate and activate yet.
Well, I'm in low range, so that probably helps. So I know somewhere up here, this is really a steep slope here. That's good. I mean, I haven't really felt much wheel spin, so these tires are doing their
And
job.
now you're flashing, so you
Now
can
I'm
see it's
flashing.
activating.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on your camera.
I did
too.
try to
Oh,
get
you-
it earlier.
Yeah, see that flash part.
So if you think about that, if we were on a trail, right?
Right.
We're going up and over and down hills continuously. Every time you come to a downhill, you
Yeah.
don't have to think about it. It's just going to start doing this for you.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun. You know, looking at that.
Dust on the road.
That's it.
That track, if you look at it, it's not smeared much, so this really isn't slipping much.
Oh, those Wrangler ATs are biting well.
Yeah. Well, this is cool, and it's really not hop and turn the corner. Usually, when you're in low range, you know, you hop unless you have enough looseness in the material to give. This isn't hopping at all. How come that? Why is that? It's low range and four-wheel drive. Does that have something to do because it's an all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive?
There's no tricks to it.
Because most of the time I would be hopping around that corner. My truck would hop all around that corner. So is something slipping in there allowing you to do that? Because
It's your traditional differential
Oh.
setup.
well, here I am, back seat of this Colorado. It actually is not bad at all. It's bigger than the competitors. You can get 2 adults back here comfortably. I'm not so sure about 3. I know there's seat belts for 3. But actually, I could ride in the back of this. My feet are not in my chin, my knees. Got some thigh support, and the angle of the seat in the back is comfortable. So I could ride back here. So actually, this is, it's a lot bigger than you think. It's a lot bigger than what you think of in this size, this category, the mid-size. But they're not mini trucks anymore. They're mid-size. Well, we're done driving the Colorado Canyon over here in Del Mar, California, right by the ocean. Had a lot of fun, pulled some trailers, did some off-roading, and that was great. There's a lot of things that the Colorado Indian Canyon perform at. I mean, the size, I like the size, they fit me well. It's, these trucks keep growing like everything keeps growing in the truck market. But I think the General Motors has a winner here. I'm pretty impressed with it, and I just want to get to Colorado with them and try to pull 7,000-pound trailer up the Eisenhower Tunnel at 11,000 feet and a 7% grade. So that's what we got to do next. So far, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I like the trucks. So we'll see how they do. I mean, this category is not, not a big toy machine. They're 7,000 pounds. So, I think that for the segment they're in, they're designed well. I think they fit that segment. If you're going to pull really fast or really big traders, you go with a bigger truck. So what this is aimed at, I think it hits the mark. I think that this is what people have been wanting. I mean, I think I've owned several mini trucks in the old days, probably 17 of them, but a lot of them. And so I always liked that size of truck, and these are a little bigger. I guess the whole segment's grown, but I'm impressed.